We'll edit that out. I didn't say anything. We'll edit that out.
That's so funny. That's so fucking funny.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm recording now.
Good.
Hey. Hey
Wanna know?
there.
Wanna know the craziest thing?
What?
I know somebody who actually watched our whole show. At least one of them.
The Piers Morgan?
No. Somebody who listened to our whole podcast.
Oh, really?
And when they told me that, I was like, I'm sorry.
I think Helen listened to it on Spotify,
Oh, really?
which was exciting. Yeah. She likes our theme song.
I like our theme song. You
I'm
killed it on that.
I'm fucking with it. I think we're gonna change it every 10 episodes or something. Just
Why?
I like the song, but I want to do like crazy, over the top, crazy stuff. You know?
Okay.
Maybe I won't change the song. I'll just change the video. I want to get more updated footage of both of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I have
understandable.
I have facial hair now, and you have a more masculine look to you. You're not a boy anymore.
Okay.
We both look like children in the fucking
In the intro.
in the intro. Yeah,
Well, yeah, that video is like,
5, 6 years old.
yeah, but I was like an adult back then. That's crazy.
I know, but I feel like we get gruffer. You weren't even. Were you 21?
No, it must have been like 20. Wait, no.
Yeah.
When did we do that? No, it was right before 2016. Because remember, it was the Taft for president video.
Yeah.
And yeah, that must have been like 2016. So that was yeah, that was like 6 years ago.
That was probably. I think that was before Trump had the nomination. Because we were still joyful.
Honestly, I think I even when he got the nomination, I was like, okay, well, another Democratic president, nice. But then obviously that didn't work out.
Then hell let loose.
Yeah.
What a time, dude! I still remember that day. We went into school, and I was in like a group class where we would like go in the same classes all semester,
Mm-hmm.
like the same people. That was the year we had philosophy together. Remember?
Yeah.
And I had a lot of black kids in my class, and it was just so sad. It was like so solemn.
Yeah, I remember that day too. Like some professors, not none of mine, I think, but some professors like canceled classes
Really?
and like all of the whole vibe on campus was just like depressed.
Yeah.
I
Crazy shit.
I remember waking up the day after the election and checking my phone and being like, "Oh fuck!" And I immediately looked outside and I was expecting to see shit on fire. I swear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well, when
then
I fell asleep, Hillary was fucking winning.
yeah. Me too.
Uh, yeah.
But what happened after that? I was biking to school,
Mm.
and some homeless guy like yelled at me while I was biking. He was like, "Did you hear who won?" I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I didn't vote for him," and I was like, "Me neither." It's just this crazy homeless guy. It was fucking nuts. That was a crazy fucking time, dude.
Oh my god. I got a new mason jar. It's thick.
Nice.
I have to hold two hands while I drink.
Like the Masons did.
Yeah.
What's more bougie? A hydro flask or a mason jar?
Well, mason jar costs like $5,
Yeah.
and a hydro flask costs $50. So you tell me.
But like, who the fuck be drinking out of a hydro? I mean, out of a mason jar. It's always hippies. It's always hippies.
It's always zippies, but they hold 32 ounces of water. So I fill it up twice a day. You know.
True.
Um. Oh man, yeah, that was a fucking. I'm not excited for this election coming up. I'm really not.
The midterms?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Did you see the any of the Warnock Walker debate?
Little bits of it. Like I said, I watch Meet the Press, so I saw a little
Mm.
bit from that. But it seems like Herschel Walker is a fucking unelectable person. So we might keep Warnock in the Senate, which would be kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's. I don't know what he's winning by now. I haven't seen the recent polls, but it was like at least a 10-point lead.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But also, polls don't account for Trump voters, and we haven't had an election without Trump on the ballot
Mm.
since Trump. Well, I mean, technically, I guess his midterms, but yeah, I guess we're gonna see what that turns into.
I'm more worried about Pennsylvania, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
That one's looking not great.
Yeah, he just had to go and have a stroke.
I know. And like that's such good ammunition now. Ever since Joe Biden got into office, no, they were doing it during Hillary too, like the crazy like mental
Yeah, saying they're like mentally
degradation.
unfit.
Yeah.
I don't get why that's such a big sticking point for the right now. Like
Mm.
they're always
Well, we
like,
use it too. I mean, think of how many people psychoanalyze Trump.
yeah, but yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that. I think he's just. I thought he was
piece of
just
shit.
yeah, he's a piece of shit. I don't care how mentally capable he is, but I feel like it's a real big sticking point for people on the right.
Yeah, I mean, well, Joe Biden. It's hard to tell how stable he is.
To be honest, I don't think he's that mentally stable, and I think he's still way better than Trump.
Yeah, well, Trump has his moments too.
but
He'll have his like weird freeze ups.
but either way, it's not like I'm afraid of Joe Biden having the nuclear codes. Like, like I don't think
Right.
he's like that demented. Like, um, and it's actually even scarier to think that Trump would have the nuclear codes. Ugh. Oh gosh, imagine if Trump was running the country with the whole Ukraine stuff happening.
Mm.
Oh my god.
I don't know what would happen. I was watching this slightly right wing guy from. He's like an ex FBI agent, but he was on this podcast and he was like basically saying that everyone right wing, like a lot of FBI is obviously right wing, and they were like having a really fucking hard time with him to the point where they were like they had to convince him not to drop missiles, and then Trump would not talk to them for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Like he would give them the silent treatment.
he was like strangely petty. um he also had really bad relationships with the military, which is
Yeah,
also a very traditionally conservative institution.
right.
But it just goes to show what a fucking insane, crazy person he was.
Yeah, he's I don't know. I'm worried.
Me too.
How many of the Senate elections do we have to win to keep the Senate? Do you know? Two out of the three big ones?
Yeah, I think like it's looking like it's gonna come down to Georgia and Pennsylvania because it looks
We
like
need both.
yeah, because it looks like Ohio is going Republican. It looks like we're gonna
Mm.
keep Arizona. I think we're keeping Arizona. I don't know if that's a yeah. I don't know the specifics in Arizona. I just watched the last Meet the Press episode and I don't know. It looks like they were saying it's gonna be Georgia and Pennsylvania.
Well, I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna start investing. So hopefully, um, Trump doesn't win because that fucked up the stock market last time.
Did
Um,
it?
yeah, at least in the beginning. Obviously, it just rises, but that has nothing to do with him at some point. But when he won, that like really fucked up the stock market.
Yeah, I think whenever there's a big shift in power, there's probably going to be a reaction in the stock market.
Right now, it's real low, so I'm hoping to invest now. I just need to build up a fund. I want to buy a boat at some point, so I need to start investing so I don't have to
What you buying a boat for?
leisure. Um,
Are you going to have it in Buffalo?
yeah, Buffalo, and then I can take it to the island. Um,
Okay, but not on the boat because you can't sail to the island.
yeah, you could.
Colin,
What?
there's this thing called Niagara Falls.
Oh, you drive past. You can't. You can't. I'm not gonna put it in fucking the Niagara River and try and fucking
You said you would
beat the
sail
falls.
it.
Oh, I'm not getting a sailboat. I'm gonna get an engine.
No, no, but
No, no, no. It'll be fine.
no. You said you would have it in Buffalo, but you'd sail it to you take it to Wolf Island.
No, you would drive it to the island.
Okay, okay. That
Yeah.
I was
No,
like,
I'm not that crazy.
you're not taking it through the Great Lakes because there's a big thing there. That's so fucking funny. Doubles as a plane. Emma heard that and thought it was very funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I actually,
True. She said her car's a plane in Final Fantasy 15.
oh, that's true. I remember that game.
You played that.
I played the first 4 hours or so. It's one of those games I couldn't get into.
I'm not a huge RPG guy, so it's hard for me too.
I know I'm looking for a fun RPG.
Have you tried Fire Emblem?
Yeah, we talked about this. That's another one I invested like 34 hours into.
Was it Three Houses?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should just download it and because I honestly like sometimes I want to play games, but I don't want to sit at the computer.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just have it on my Switch, and when I want it, I'll have it.
Yeah. I've been loving my Switch because I just go to work and I play it there behind the front desk.
I I started playing Scorn. I don't know if you've heard about that game.
No.
It's like a horror puzzle game. Um, and now it has mixed reviews, and I see why now. I'm about 3 hours into that one, and I think I'm done with it.
What exactly? It's a puzzle game, but like,
Well, do you know H.R. Giger?
yeah, the artist.
Yeah, it's like everything. It's like walking through one of his paintings. The entire game. It's gorgeous. It's one of like honestly one of the most artistically pleasing games I've played in ever.
I think I have heard of it actually.
Yeah.
That rings a bell.
But the combat is shitty. Um and unforgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like stuck
Is it kind
now.
of like a roguelike?
No, it's like it's narrative, but there's no narrative really. It's like do you know Myst?
Nah.
It's like there's no dialogue or anything, but like you just go through
You go through like the game and the surroundings tell you the story.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, but I'm stuck and I can't get out.
Fallen and I can't get up.
So that's a big bummer. I was very excited for that game.
That's actually something I was thinking about because obviously, like, we don't think too much about this show to everyone watching, but but I do be kind of thinking like, hey, what should we talk about? And I was kind of thinking about how interesting it is how your approach to games and even her approach to games is very different from mine. Like
Yeah,
I just play competitive games that I can kind of like just grind out, and I don't play a lot of single player games. But you guys just play games like
yeah,
a lot. And
yeah. I play a lot.
I kind of envy that because I just don't have the attention span.
I know. Sometimes I lose it, and games become worthless to me. And
Worthless, wow.
well, it's always like you're waiting for the new game. Like once I beat Elden Ring, I was like over games for a while because I put 90 hours into that.
Yeah.
Um, but now I want. That's the only game I want to play again right now. Um,
And that's how I am. Like if I like obviously I play a lot of competitive games right now, like Overwatch, Apex, Smash. But if I get a game I really like a single player game, I usually just keep playing it over and over again. Like I really like Fire Emblem, and I've just been playing that over and over and over again.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't understand like the games you like. It's so fucking weird to me. Like, I remember you were super into Kid Icarus
Oh
for
yeah.
the longest time, and that game is just like confusing to me. Like, I get the appeal, but I also don't want to play it.
That's totally fair.
Yeah,
The controls suck. But aside from that, I love that game. I love that game. It's Smash Bros in 3D with a story that's really fucking good. And yeah, I just love that game.
I wish someone would make shorter games. Like, I know the price tag. Um, like if you're dropping $60, you're gonna want like at least 30 hours of game.
Content.
But like that's not the reality of the world, you
No,
know? Like a movie is an hour and a half and it costs $20, you know?
honestly, $20 is a bit much.
Well, 15 a new movie's like what to rent it it's like $10.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought you meant like a movie ticket.
Oh yeah, no, some movie tickets like
Are they like $20 now?
some of them are getting up there. Yeah. Maybe not exactly 20, but they're more than 15.
That's too much.
Yeah. And then overpriced food
Yeah,
on top of that.
that's how you make a lot of your money. That's how we make our
Right.
money at the land center. It's our food and drinks.
But
Um,
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, actually, what was I gonna say? Damn it. What was I gonna say? I forget. You go ahead, please.
Well, I might replay Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines, because that game is like under 20 hours,
Mhm.
and each time it's different. Like but even if you play it once, you get a lot out of it,
Mhm.
and it's an enjoyable story. And the combat is horrible in that game, but the story pushes it forward. But then, so like you play, and then you can replay as a different race of vampire,
Mm,
and it like completely changes the story.
interesting.
Like you can switch to the Nosferatu, and then you have to like hide in the sewers and run and find everything through the sewer system underneath the world. so that you don't like show your face to people and get uh masquerade violations or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I wish I could hop into stuff like that more. Oh,
Well, that game.
sorry.
Oh,
I
sorry.
I just remember I was gonna talk about how people value games and like yeah, now like people kind of made a stink that games went up to $70 this generation,
Mm.
which I don't really understand. Like video games have only gotten cheaper, actually, like way cheaper.
Right.
In terms of history, like N64 games were like $80,
Right.
and then you factor in inflation, and it's like insane how cheap they are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I paid like $60 for Last of Us 2, and I played that once, and like that was totally worth it. Like I love that game.
Right.
Same with like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Like I only played it once, but it was $60 and I still loved it. Like I don't really know what the level of value is for games.
I feel like people are so used to like Red Dead Redemption being a 40-hour campaign,
Yeah.
and that's $60. Um, that's like that's not gonna stay the same forever. You know, I
Yeah.
honestly I was talking about Elden Ring, and it's like I would probably put $80 into that game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're complaining, if you have a PC, every single game is gonna go on sale within a few months. You know, um,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for an Elden Ring sale so I can buy it on PC, but it's $40 on G2A. So if I really wanted to play it, I could just drop $40 and that's it, you know? So,
Yeah. Well, I think that's the messed up thing is when you try to like compare the value of Red Dead Redemption 2 to like any other game, honestly. But like
yeah.
even like something like Last of Us 2, there's so much more stuff in Red Dead Redemption 2. Like
Right.
that game is huge. That game is expansive. That game is crazy. Um, but I wouldn't even say it's worth. Like I wouldn't say that it makes Last of Us 2 not worth that $60.
Right.
Um, and that's a bad example because Last of Us 2 is actually a really long game and it's also like really polished and everything. Um, but like it's a different kind of value than Red Dead because it's a lot more like actually no, it's not that great of an analogy because Last of Us 2 is really well acted, but so is Red Dead 2. Like they're both
Mm.
like amazing like productions. Um,
Last of Us 2 has more detail within. Like, the combat in Red Dead 2 is fine.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
as good as Last of Us though. I'd agree.
Yeah. Yeah. But then you look at, like, the newest Assassin's Creed game, and that game might have more content than Red Dead 2. But it is one of the most shallow waste of time games you will ever play. So technically, it's worth $60 if you want to shut your mind off and just kill people. But
You want to
it
collect
doesn't
stuff
hold. Yeah, yeah. But it doesn't hold up at all to Last of Us 2
or Red Dead.
or Red Dead.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 is one of the last games I actually played too. Last of Us 2, Red Dead 2. I'm trying to think. I think Last of Us 2 was literally like the last game I played and beat. That wasn't like a multiplayer game.
Right.
Was it? I really think it was. That's crazy. I haven't played a game and beaten it in like a year. I guess Persona 5, but I still haven't beaten it.
You got close enough.
Yeah, I'm at the last
You got
part.
close enough.
My girlfriend's mad at me for still not beating it.
Yeah, just you gotta finish it. Just put the last few hours in.
I didn't say I beat it, but I said I beat it, but I didn't, quote unquote. She's mad at
I'm
me.
gonna have a piece of gum.
Gum it up, man.
Um, Let me think.
Oh, I know the next game I'm gonna beat though. It's gonna be Bayonetta 3.
Oh
Even
yeah.
even with the controversy. I'm sorry, I've been waiting for that game too long.
Oh, I don't. What's the I don't know what the controversy is.
I think so. I'm actually not too positive, but they changed the voice actress for Bayonetta.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and then I'm pretty sure the original voice actress went on Twitter a couple days ago and was like, the reason I didn't do the game is because they offered me $4,000 to voice the entire game. Yeah,
That's so fucked up.
yeah,
That's the worst part about Japan. Like Konami is one of the worst fucking companies of all time. And they went so far out of their way to not pay the original voice actors in Silent Hill 2 that they like hired a brand new cast.
it's so fucked, isn't it?
It's crazy. Like I don't I don't know. You wouldn't do that in any other field, I feel like.
I feel like it's because it's and it's Japanese video games. I feel like
Mhm.
Western video games are starting to understand, like, oh yeah, like this is a big industry and stuff. And Japanese video games are too, but they're not like up with the like casting and the kind of like treatment we give like American video game stars. But like $4,000 for the
That's
third game in a
yeah,
successful franchise, that's fucking fucked up, dude.
that's really bad.
Like, which
I mean,
sucks.
yeah,
But I want to play that game so
Jesus.
bad. Fucking love those games.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, who cares at the end of the day?
What do you mean? Wait, I do care. I do care. He's asking people to boycott the game, and it's kind of going viral. But like, I I love Bayonetta. That's franchise. That's like one of the few game franchises I just fucking really got into for no reason. Then I got her in Smash. Like that, me and that franchise were connected.
Have you played any of their other games?
Platinum, yeah. Uh, I say that very, very. I say that very confidently, but the only other platinum game I played is The Legend of Korra game. they
Oh God, yeah,
and it was not good. Um,
yeah. You gotta try like Wonderful 101. That's on Switch. That's pretty fun.
yeah, I played the demo on Wii U. I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I need
Oh,
to
it's
play
another
another
one.
platinum game. There's Metal Gear Rising. There's what's the
Oh,
2D game? Near Automata.
yeah, Near.
And then
You
there's
didn't
that
play
new game
Near?
that came out. No. I watched
Near was very fun.
I watched a friend play a lot of it. There's that new game Astral Chain on Switch.
I love that one. Yep,
Really, you played it?
yep.
Is it really
I
good?
didn't beat it. Yeah, it's really interesting. I like the progression system. Um, the story's okay.
Are you telling me I should play it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is it like Have you played Bayonetta?
Yeah, it's slower than Bayonetta, but it
Um,
has the mechanic. I like the mechanic of the chain, and being able to swap out like different pets, basically.
okay.
It's pretty cool.
The titular chain.
Yeah, you should play that one. That's a
Okay.
good one.
Need something to do at work. Um,
Yeah, I'm not huge on the story though. It was kind of run of the mill.
it's platinum.
Yeah.
The Bayonetta story I only like because of the ridiculousness of it.
What about did you ever play Devil May Cry?
No.
Those are fun. I never beat one of those games, but I played 1 and 2.
Bayonetta is the
Um,
spiritual successor to that franchise.
yeah, I mean all of those people got kicked out of Capcom and
Yeah.
um, made their own company.
That's. Have you watched the Nick Robinson video on the guy who was kind of like the Bayonetta guy? Kamiya, Hideki Kamiya.
Oh, his Twitter account?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that shit
It's
is
a good one.
hilarious. That shit is so funny.
He's a fellow.
Are you banned
Uh,
by him?
no, I don't have a real Twitter anymore.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, it'd be funny.
We quit our jobs on Twitter. Links up here.
Right on that pipe. Right.
I actually forgot to put them in the last 2 episodes, so I gotta remind myself to put our links up.
Yeah. Hideki Kamiya, don't tweet at him. It's like a 50% chance you'll get blocked, even if you say something nice. um. Also, watch that video. It's fucking hilarious. The Nick Robinson video on Hideki Kamiya. But yeah, video games.
Oh, I did play The Looker. I don't know if you probably saw the Donkey video on it, and if you didn't go, don't watch it. Just play the game. Because he kind of ruined some of the jokes in it.
Damn it, Donkey.
But it's free to play and it's like a 2-hour experience, so you might be able to get through it. But it was fucking hilarious. One of the most enjoyable experiences I've had in a while with that, and it really helped after giving up Scorn to have like an interesting, fun puzzle game. But it's like 2 hours. If you're not smart, maybe 3 hours. But if you're really smart, maybe 1 hour.
What's it on?
Steam.
Okay.
It's a parody of The Witness. I don't know if you know The Witness.
I've heard of it, but again.
But I don't think you have to play The Witness to super
Like, get it?
Yeah. Some of it are like parody inside jokes, but a lot of it is just funny.
One game I wanted to play super bad that I never got around to, and now I think it's even off Game Pass, is Control. That was fun. Did you end up playing that?
No, I keep hearing good things.
Yeah.
I wanted to wait because it's supposed to be really nice looking, and so I was gonna play it on PC.
I think that's what was keeping me from playing it too, because I was like, I want to have a good graphics card, but I'm really close to getting a 3080. I just need a little bit more cash. Calling all
I like the
bosses.
idea of it.
Yeah, like the telekinesis. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like you're playing a Star Wars game without a lightsaber.
Cool gun.
Yeah, but who plays a Star Wars game for guns?
Plays Control for not guns.
I think everybody liked the telekinesis. That's funny.
Yeah, but you lift them up and then you pow pow.
Pow pow.
Yeah, my friend Max told me to play that. He wants to get on the podcast, but I don't know how to even do that.
Oh, we kind of have 2 seats, you know. If I'm on the couch, you could be on the chair.
Yeah, but I don't have a second mic.
Oh,
I guess he could call in. Yeah, he lives underneath me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, him and his mom.
Oh shit.
But we have like 4-hour conversations. We can just keep going. So it might be an interesting. We could probably get a full length podcast out of talking with him.
Hell yeah.
But there's a lot of technical stuff I have to fucking do.
Yeah, that's something I have to figure out too. I want to do another podcast, but in person and about Smash. And I would need a soundboard, I think. So that's gonna be rough.
I'm just sorry. I'm looking for audio interfaces because I'm gonna have to upgrade. Because this one it records only one track, so it's only in like the left or the right ear
Oh.
for my audio. But somehow it comes out normal on Discord.
Huh.
So that's why I've only been using your audio. But it'd be nice to have both.
Yeah. One of us has bad audio or whatever.
Right, and then you only have to record your mic, and I only have to record my mic.
Yeah.
Uh, um, yeah, that's how life's going right now. So I'll probably have to buy a screen. I'm gonna have to get a second screen probably. I don't know. I need to put money into the production in order to do more stuff.
That's kind of how life is.
Yeah.
I hate money. I'll be complete. I just fucking hate money.
Yeah, but I don't know
What
what
a,
a better system is.
what a stupid concept. Yeah. I like the free market too, so I guess I do like money, but like, just fucking hate money. It'd be cool if you could just work and have like, no, but that's literally what money is. I'm such a fucking idiot. Like have a representation of like the amount of work you do, but that's literally just money. I'm a fucking idiot.
I wish we could just make objects and then trade the objects with each other in order
Yeah.
to have different objects.
I quite literally just did what that Whitest Kids You Know skit was. If you know that one. Anarchy. You want to watch that?
Yeah. What's it called?
I got it. I got it right here.
I guess send it to me. Oh Jesus. Oh come on. Just go on YouTube. Cool. Okay. Hold on. One sec. One sec. Um.
Also, I'm still like it's been like 2 years, I think. Nah, it's been like 1 year. I'm still bummed that Trevor Moore died. That's like one of the
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
shittiest things ever.
So horrible. That was like one of the. I was really sad when Norm Macdonald died, but he was also like past his prime. Well, no, he was still very funny. But he had done enough to where I just feel like Trevor Moore could have done so much more.
He
You know?
was doing shit like
Yeah, he was just getting into like.
they were just doing YouTube stuff during the pandemic, and like he had a pandemic show. It's not loading for me.
It's not loading.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. It says network conditions.
Not loading.
Yeah, it's still just loading.
Okay.
Should I stream it?
Screens. No, that's okay. Oh, here. How's that?
Whoa.
You see it?
Yes.
It's loaded.
Yeah, can you put it in your background or?
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Mission is complete! We have burned this capitalist system to the ground! Anarchy! Anarchy! We will no longer be held down by the technology that has has enslaved us.
Can you turn it up a bit?
No more laws.
Turn it up.
No more rules. We can live off the land as mankind.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh wait, no, I got it. It's on my end. It's on my end.
Oh,
You're good.
okay. All right.
You're good. Sorry about that.
Mind was always meant to. We can go see movies for free now. Anarchy! Anarchy!
Excuse me. Hi, Barry Windsor. Just one quick thing. See, I used to work at the nuclear power plant up nearby the airport, and, you know, not to be a downer or anything, but we're gonna have to keep a pretty close eye on that thing. So, there's that. We don't need nuclear energy anymore! Anarchy! Anarchy! No, I'm all for that. Hey, revolution and all. I mean, that's great. But the thing is if we don't keep cool water running over the spent plutonium rods, there's gonna be a meltdown, and that'll pretty much end life.
Okay, well, how often do we have to do that?
Oh, I'd say about 3 to 4 times a day over the next 25 years.
What? Okay, all right, so we'll just work together on this and we'll take turns pouring water on the plutonium rods.
No! No work! Free movies!
Well, I mean, no one knows how to work the power plant, and he does. I mean, I'd just be afraid to screw something up with all the computers and all, and I'm sure there's a password or something.
Well, the password is just welcome.
Make him do it.
Okay, all right. Well, since you have the most experience with this sort of thing, would you mind just taking one for the team and kind of staying on top of that?
Yeah, no, I'll do it. I mean, I don't mind, but it doesn't really seem fair. I mean, if I'm going to be spending all my time up at the reactor, then how am I going to scavenge and farm the land to provide food for my family?
Okay, all right. I'm sure we can all agree that it's not a big deal to chip in, give him a little bit of our food in return for him saving our lives at the reactor plant.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thanks. That's really big of you. But the other thing is that it's not a one-man job, okay? I'm gonna need a team of people, all right? So, and I can ask my guys, and I'm sure they'll do it, but they're gonna need some food, too.
Okay, so if you see his team, help him out and give him a little food, too. I think that's only fair.
Well, how will we know who's on his team and who's not? I mean, anyone could just come up and say, hey, I work with Dick Nose up at the power plant. Give me a food. Hey!
Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll make some shirts for him and his team that say, I work at the nuclear power plant. Please give me some of your food. So if you see somebody wearing a shirt that says that, be a nice guy.
Who's gonna make the shirts?
I don't know who's going to make the shirts. Rodney, will you make the shirts?
Sorry, but I'm probably gonna be at the movie theaters most of the time.
Daryl, will you make the shirts?
Fine.
Okay.
But I'm gonna need some food, too.
Okay, fine. Then just make yourself a shirt that says, I made this shirt, please give me some of your food, and then everyone will give you some food.
Well, what's to stop anyone from just making a shirt that says, hey, I do something stupid. Feed my ass for it.
Okay, I will be a shirt inspector, and I'll go around and I'll make sure everybody's shirts are legit. Is that okay? So will you make me a shirt that says shirt inspector, please?
That guy sounds like a cop.
No, I'm not a cop. I'm just an inspector.
He's a cop! Let's get him!
A new age is upon us. We won't let the man hijack our revolution. Forget everything that guy said.
Wait, forget everything that guy said?
Yeah!
Okay, well, my name's Barry, and I used to work at a nuclear power plant up north.
While we
So fucking good. It's so fucking good.
Feel like
Yeah.
I don't know how crazy people were back then, but that's like that's Vouch. That's Vouch's economic system right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but okay. Yeah. Is Vosh like more like the communist like
He's like he's like an he's a free market anarchist.
He's a free
I-
market anarchist?
I don't know.
I don't think he likes the free market. But still, it's so funny how like oh, I love how their comedy was so like smart, but also like just goofy. as hell.
Stupid.
Yeah, like it's that perfect level.
Yeah.
I feel like they like. I grew up on that shit, and I feel like that's just my like whole sensibility now is just like Smart idiocy. But,
Ah.
yeah, I love them.
Have you seen the earthquake one?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's so funny. That's one of my favorites. Fucking shit.
Ah, fiddlesticks. Also the old man. Why does kids you know that those motherfuckers, those motherfuckers.
That's like one of the best skit shows ever made. Like Key and Peele and that are on the same level of good.
They're both top tier. Top fucking tier. Obviously, Monty Python is.
Oh yeah, they're both kind of well.
original.
Whitest Kids You Know is definitely inspired by Monty Python a
Oh,
little.
yeah. Like, you don't have any of that stuff without Monty Python.
SNL is I think SNL was always sort of mid. They had some really great sketches, but even back then it was like fine.
It depended on who they had.
Yeah.
Like, Will Ferrell.
Hmm.
He was great. And every once in a while SNL hits, but like it's so like I mean they do it every fucking week.
Yeah.
Like how can you make something that like great every fucking week? Like I can't even imagine like producing that.
Well, he fucking does it.
By the way, we have a weekly podcast.
Well, you know, we are yeah. I don't even know how to defend ourselves at that point.
We just doing this for fun, to do it, to get better at it.
We never said we were professionals, after all. I mean, my body is cut out most of the time
Yeah,
on
you're
this
like half
podcast.
on screen.
I know, I'm falling over it. I'll adjust.
You're fine. It adds to the aesthetic.
Oh yeah, but I like to have my full head in at least. You know, I could just lean back and just do the podcast like this. Ooh, I don't understand. Streamlabs annoys the shit out of me
Why?
because it like cuts my camera.
Oh yeah, you can adjust that. I'm pretty sure.
I tried everything. I don't know.
Well, that's honestly like I really like that kind of like casual feel to internet content. I don't like very high produced stuff. I like it when it's more casual.
I like some high produced stuff. Like I like a good set.
I like ContraPoints. That's like the most. That's like my
Yeah.
favorite high produced like internet stuff.
Yeah. Well, she's great.
She's fucking awesome. I wish she would make videos. She's John Tronin. All these motherfuckers who I really love are just John Tronin.
Well, when is the last time she did a video?
She did her last video was pretty mid compared to ContraPoints. Like
Yeah.
bullshit. And it was like a couple months ago.
Well, she had like a few controversies, right?
I mean,
Silly controversies, but you know,
she
when you're in that community, you got to walk on eggshells
exactly
a little bit.
That's why she's like the best leftist YouTuber because she's just like not a fucking piece of shit. Like in terms of controversies, like I've never felt like she's just been in some shit that like is undefensible. Like
Not like our the two people we don't talk about on this podcast anymore.
yeah, we never talk about them and we never will. And yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't have anything for either of them this week. I've been ignoring them.
Pretty crazy.
Boring. It's just boring, you know?
Yet we keep watching, you know?
I know. Sometimes Vosh says something that's just so fucking funny. It's hard to, like, ignore.
You sent me that shit on Friday, and I'm like, alright, I don't want to ruin my mood with some Bosch right now, but I still gotta watch it.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't yet. No, I was busy last
Oh.
day.
Hold on.
Sorry.
I can put it up on the screen and make you watch it.
How long is it?
It's like a 30-second clip.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like a YouTube short.
Put it on the screen. Also, yeah, the two people we're talking about are Vosh and Destiny.
No, don't say that
You
name.
literally said Vosh's name before I did. And we talk about them every week. It's because Colin introduced me to Destiny, and now my life is cursed. And his
Destiny.
I told you about my friend up here who she loves Destiny. She's like a Destiny stan.
Yeah, I don't understand how you could stand someone that's so fucking boring. I don't get it.
That's a call out to you, my friend. If she ends up watching this, I'm just letting you know. We're talking.
Well, I mean, he's fine. It's just why go to bat for someone that is
always wrong. Not always wrong.
No, he's not always wrong. He's more right than Vaush.
Yeah, true.
All right.
But he's on the wrong side.
Oh. All right. Ready?
Here.
Let's find the contradictions. Vosh is claimed to be an anarchist, a libertarian socialist. Anarchists are a form of libertarian socialist, so that's not contradictory. A postmodernist, not a postmodernist. I am a postmodernist. A market socialist, which is a type of libertarian socialism, if done properly, and, in my opinion, a transitional point towards anarchism. A revolutionary socialist. Yep, I've always been of the opinion that revolutionary action is the most reliable means towards socialism. A Keynesian. No? I've said that Keynesian economics are generally a good way of handling things within a market economy, and post-Keynesianism seems to improve upon the formulas here, but these are my advocacies for positions within a capitalist system. And then a Marxist, which I agree with many of the ideological tenets of Marx, so yeah. The funny thing is that this is trying to tell on me, but this was made by a person who's demonstrating not only an ignorance of my positions, but an ignorance of what these terms mean. They've just heard a collection of labels. This is like saying, Vosh is claimed to be bi, pan, gay, queer, not straight. Let's find the contradictions. Vosh is claimed to be an anarchist.
Okay, that's it. That was the whole thing. I just think he might not even be wrong because I don't know what half of those fucking things mean.
I don't know what Keynesian is. I've never heard that term. The rest
But
of it I understand, but
no, I don't even understand what a real anarchist is, to be honest with you. I mean, I get it, but I also I don't know. I just think he's wrong because he's fucking so smarmy about it.
he's a douchebag. But anarchy is literally just where your only allegiance are to who you want your allegiance to be to. So your family is usually what anarchists say, the people you love. That's the only authority you have to obey, and you don't even have to do that if you don't want to.
That's too vague.
It is, but it's...
That's where my allegiance is only to my family and friends.
Yeah, but you technically do operate in the system of government that we have, so you have a certain amount of respect and requirement to respect that.
So it's basically you're just...
Anti-government.
Yeah, okay. Cool. How are you gonna get anything done is my question.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
You need something.
Yeah, how the fuck are you an anarchist and a socialist? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
I mean, are there just... I don't know. I feel like a nihilist sometimes, but I'm not really, because that just seems so nihilistic. How the fuck are you gonna get healthcare to work.
in anarchy.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Like, it's just going to be a lot of illegal fucking drug making.
Yeah.
I like regulation sometimes.
I think regulations are really important. I think
Yeah.
something I've learned a lot, and I think when I was younger and way more naive, I didn't understand this. People are very limited in what they can know. I
Right.
think that's a really nice way of saying people are stupid. But, and I don't think people are stupid. I think that people are just not capable of understanding a lot of different things. I think some people are really good at understanding certain things and then not really good at understanding other things. Like, there are doctors who are like, you know, Trump supporters. Like how
Right.
is that fucking possible? But like, you can be really good at medicine, but also a fucking idiot when it comes to like political stuff. And that's why I think you have to default to authority in like governments, which hopefully are places of authority that hire good people to make decisions about things that you don't want to leave to the masses. Like,
And it's also nice when there's a group of people that decide that, so you don't have to.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's nice. I think a lot of people would be like, I just want to decide things for myself, but it's like, you don't believe in climate change, so okay. You want your fucking house to get flushed away? Like, fuck off. Like, you can't make these decisions, obviously. So,
right. I mean, people just don't understand certain things. Like, that's why we have someone who's in charge of transportation and someone who's in charge of, you know, a surgeon general, and then the CDC people, you know, because they all are good at one thing.
if the federal government needs a Smash Brothers expert, I'm here. I know Biden can't fucking beat a CPU. I'll give you all the good Smash Bros advice.
You think he knows what a Mario is? He probably knows what Mario is. He knows how to Pokemon Go to the polls.
I don't know if he knows that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's ancient, Colin.
He, he is pretty decrepit. It's really sad.
He is one bad fall from cracking and like having his spirit release. Like he's fucking he's
Like an
fragile.
ancient Egyptian jar.
Yeah, he's brittle. He's brittle.
Oh
That man could
man.
crack.
Did you see those fucking silly children in England that threw soup on the Van Gogh painting?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they had like Cockney accents.
Fuck, Nate. I don't know how that fucking accent works.
Yeah, fucking. That reminds me of like the anarchist thing. Like, I don't know. They would not give up certain pleasures they have in life that are needed for oil. It'd be great if we didn't need oil, but we need oil.
Yeah,
You know?
we do. And we can do it responsibly.
Am I still sharing my screen?
You are, but that's okay.
Sorry. It's just I don't know. Some people just can't live in reality, I guess.
The ideals that people like are not always realistic.
Mm.
I think that's something I've learned a lot with debating with my friend who actually likes Destiny a lot, is that the ideals, while ideal, are not always very realistic, and I don't think that means we shouldn't like fight for the what's ideal, but like it's like when you're fighting against oil use in general, like you're kind of missing the point.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of luxuries you wouldn't give up just to not use oil. I mean, for example, it's going to get cold, and I'm sure those young people are going to want to heat their houses.
They just become real big fans of coal.
Oh yeah, that's how London is fucking the smog capital of the world.
Yeah.
Fucking oil is a little nicer for the air.
Is it? I actually don't know the science behind that at all.
Well, I mean, I don't know either, but I assume
I'd assume so.
we have less smog here because we use a lot of oil.
Frickin' smog. That's actually something that's going to be very scary is the winter in Europe this winter.
Yeah, we'll see. We might end up having the fucking. That's why, like, here's the thing. Fucking Tulsi Gabbard is a fucking fool.
Okay, yeah.
Did you see any of her stuff with Joe Rogan?
No.
Do you understand, like, how expensive life is gonna get if we don't give money to Ukraine? Like, the small amount of supplies and money we're giving? Because if that war doesn't end at some point, then the war's just gonna keep going, and they're gonna shut down all the pipelines.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have to spend a lot of fucking money giving oil to Europe.
Well,
So in the long run, you know,
well, but what if we? Well, I guess my thought there is like, why wouldn't we just let Russia take Ukraine then? And
they're not
make
going
it
to,
later?
because Russia can't.
Well, yeah.
They've kind of proven they can't.
But I'd argue a lot of that success is because of Western intervention and giving them weapons and intelligence and stuff like that.
Well, it's also because no one wants to fight in Russia
Well, yeah,
in this war,
because it's a pointless
and
war.
all Ukrainians will fight for their homeland.
Yeah.
Especially,
I'd agree. I'd agree.
So they're gonna win. I mean, it's 6 million against the people that can, fucking Putin can scrounge up to get to fight. You know.
Who will retreat given the littlest amount of resistance? Yeah, which has been shown over and over again.
Yeah, and people like do not want to be there. I mean, he's taking soldiers from. He's like forcing people to be soldiers.
Yeah.
And that's like the worst way to get soldiers. You know.
But do you think like Russia wouldn't have taken over Ukraine even with Western intervention?
It's hard to say. But they're doing a pretty bad job of it.
Do you think?
I mean,
Russia is-
we're not really intervening. We're just giving them supplies and stuff.
But,
Not like there's
a lot of
American
great
troops.
weapons though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
There's
way
no
outclass the Russian like weapons of the same like categories. Like
right. Yeah, I guess that's true.
I guess I don't know either. Like I wonder if that's the case, but it sounds very I don't know. Like everybody expected Ukraine to fall in like days,
Right.
and they're winning. Like
Well, I don't think most people that know would expect them to fall in days. I think that was more of a. Some people thought that maybe.
the Zelensky thought that shit.
Really?
Yeah, he said he had like a meeting with like other leaders. I think like right after the war like started, and he was like, "This might be the last time you see me alive." So
I don't know. I think that's just fucking trying to sell your fucking
your
need for
cause.
help. Yeah.
And that's actually a very good point. That could
Yeah.
very well be the case. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think like most people don't realize how many fucking people are in Ukraine.
Yeah. It's actually one of the biggest countries in Europe. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think they realize how willing they are to keep their independence.
Yeah.
And then you have Hassan, who's saying it's all a psyop. What a smart guy.
Did you see the protesters at that talk with AOC?
No.
They were like getting mad at her for supporting military involvement, or not military involvement, but military like funding towards Ukraine. Because AOC supported it, because I mean, honestly, you should. But like people like these, I swear that guy's a Hassan fan who I saw. Like these people straight up think that the whole reason Russia is invading Ukraine is because it's like run by Nazis. Like that,
Yeah.
they really believe that. And
Yeah.
there is a problem. There's a problem with Nazism in the Ukrainian military apparently. But that is not the reason Russia's invading.
It seems like it's not as big a problem as I mean, it's probably as bad a problem as it is in our military.
Exactly. If not as bad, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's utter bullshit. It's utter bullshit. I mean, with militaries, you're gonna get those fucking far right idiots. Like that's the military.
I mean, they're so against imperialism when it comes to America, but they don't want to fight imperialism for any other country.
Yeah.
Like Russia is one of the worst.
Yeah. Russia sucks.
And they're still presently trying to take over a bunch of fucking, Ukraine, obviously. But I don't know. I think it's really disrespectful to pretend this is all a psyop, and
I agree. It's so stupid. And Hassan kind of like, he fell back on, or kind of moved away from saying that, thankfully.
well, they're like, isn't he a Russian sympathizer? A little bit.
Yeah, because all these like fucking really crazy communist types like think everything related to the USSR and communism isn't bad, and they all think like it's all excusable and stuff.
Yeah, all the fucking Ukrainians they killed back then, and the starvation.
Yeah, like
they killed millions. They killed more people than the Holocaust.
yeah, it's fucking crazy. Mao too, like, and it's all under the guise of communism. And I don't think that means communism's bad. I think it means authoritarianism is bad.
Yeah,
communism isn't great either, but like, it's just.
I mean, communism doesn't really have a moral system. It's just an economic system.
Exactly.
But it's clearly, when it's in place, it's a lot easier to corrupt than any other system.
Because you give the government so much power, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a great movie, The Death of Stalin. It's all American actors, but it's got like Steve Buscemi in it and stuff. And it's all English, but it's about like right after Stalin died, and it's really funny and entertaining, but it's also like you get to see how those types of people, like what happened,
Yeah. It's an interesting scenario because none of his doctors wanted to treat him. Like,
right.
It's fucking crazy. This world's a crazy fucking place, man.
And our system sucks too sometimes. But I think our system is also easier to make not suck.
You mean capitalism or democracy?
Both.
Yeah.
Like capitalism has more checks and balances. Like obviously, if we did full capitalism, there would be just monopolies controlling us, And that's sort of what we have now.
Well, what are the
Um,
checks and balances that are inherently part of capitalism?
um, someone, I think it's just it works better with humans in general. Like, there's people that will pay more money for things that are local.
Yeah, but that
Um,
is inherently against capitalism. If you
yeah,
import goods.
I mean that it's against like capitalism as a whole, but is a capitalism feels like it's more designed for actual humans, I guess.
I think it's the best way of focusing human greed,
Right.
but I think you need regulations on it, and I also
Yeah.
think you need regulations on socialism. But I think
Well, socialism at this point is just super regulated capitalism, isn't it?
democratic socialism, I guess, yeah.
Um,
Like I guess
yeah.
my ideal is that you don't have to worry about your health care, you don't have to worry about housing, you don't have to worry about your basic needs. We're a rich country. We could literally fund a basic lifestyle for everyone
Right.
and not have to worry about that. And I guess that would be socialism. And I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't know. I don't understand socialism necessarily. I'm fucking economics was not my thing.
Yeah, mine neither.
I just know that based on how human history has gone, communism seems to just not work super well. And you could say, "Oh, not in my communist country," but um, that's what fucking Stalin said.
There's successful communist countries like today. There's
Where?
Vietnam.
Successful?
Yeah, they have one of the best healthcare systems in the world.
Really?
Same with
Well,
Cuba.
I don't know if I believe that.
You could take a look at studies and stuff, but people always talk about Vietnam and Cuba's like healthcare achievements.
Hmm.
And then obviously you talk about Venezuela, and that was obviously a bad.
Isn't Vietnam like super poor still? I'm pretty sure like they still have missions to Vietnam.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, didn't Max Scoville go to Vietnam to help?
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know.
It's not.
I would have to do some research.
It's not perfect, obviously.
And also Cuba, there's reasons Cuba is now going more capitalist as time goes on.
Yeah. They don't want to have the U.S. hate them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the bad parts about the United States is how we can literally, like, countries have to depend on our money and our stuff.
I think it's so fucked up that countries have to. Like, I think it's so fucked up that the U.S. would feel the need to intervene in a country that's like not communist or like socialist. Like, why do we need to like why can't we just be like, good on you, like go for it, like try it
Right.
out? Like, why do we have to put sanctions on them and shit? Like, fuck off. Let them do
Yeah.
what they want. And if it doesn't work, then that's fine. It's better to your point. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, sanctions seem to be a bad thing overall. And they're actually bad for capitalism.
Yeah.
So you know. I don't know. I don't know why people do the things they do.
Are you trying to be out of the shot, by the way?
Yeah, I'm leaning back. I've given up.
We're talking about economic politics and Colin's done. Now featuring Colin's knee.
Yes, sir. It's under a blanket, though, so it's less like a fucking porn. Isn't that what you said the other? Looks like a 70s porno.
Yeah. Imagine
Do we have
if
anything
everyone
else to
watches
talk about?
No. And we've been going for over an hour.
How long?
So. Hour and 16 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Is there anything else? There's gotta be something else.
I can't think of anything. I got therapy soon too, so.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think that was a good one.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you, folks. It's great to see you. Get in the shot. It's great to see you and great to have you here.
Yeah.
Next time we will not be talking about capitalism and communism. Or maybe we will.
Maybe maybe.
Bye.
Bye.